It's the biggest Riftbound rapper. Victor's signature unwrapping over number stacking.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Al, another episode of Riftbound TV. Let's go. So as you can see, I've been collecting and stacking, you know what I'm saying? And I got a little cherry on top. But a couple of them going to throw on the shelf, and then the other two will eventually open when I do a 100-pack rip, plus all the other packs that I get in between. So I definitely want to hold on over, but eventually we're going to be on live opening it, so stay tuned for that. But, you know, it's pretty dope, you know, going in the game, and now I got me a little collection to go, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still looking for that set one Origins box, you know, just to throw that on the shelf so I can have all three, you know, maybe even a couple cherries on top. But, you know, all good. So that's how it be, though. Now with set 3 coming, there's a lot of new things from the experience effect and everything, and all the new things that they can do with that. Yee's crazy with it. A lot of champs and the legends are really crazy with the combos with what they're doing, but I don't really run it. It's a lot too much to think about. I'm cool with Lilia with my sprites, you know, going in with the temporary. But I actually just started a LeBlanc deck as well, which, you know, kind of does really good with the temporaries, because her effect is it doesn't, you know, trigger. So it's like they're forever until you kill it, of course. But getting a bunch of those out, man, it's crazy. But either way, a lot of people have been working with the whole Baron and the Baron battlefield, and that's just, it's a lot, I'm not gonna lie, you know, maybe for a lot of decks. But when you're playing Victor, you know what I'm saying, just color the weak everything or hidden blade everything, you know, salvage for the gears. But now I got these other blue, you know, gear breakers with temporary as soon as they start. So either way, I got something for that. And all those people who run Aurora, same situation. Y'all ain't about to do nothing. Like, although it is a nice combo, you know, it does a lot. I didn't read up on it like officially because I just color the wicked. So, but it's kind of like it's just a whole nother battlefield. So a third point that you can get, excluding not including, you know, if you got a gear that gives you another point, or your Draven or another champ that gives you a random another point just for doing something crazy, which is crazy. And then there's, you know, stuff that doubles it. So there's ways you can get 4 to 5 points in one turn, which is like, what? Like, you can end the game very quick. But I mean, to get that off would be just crazy off the back. That means you drew exactly what you needed to draw when it was time to draw it, which is cool. But other than that, you know, I mean, I like the direction that it's going. I think after set 5, I got to put Victor to sleep, you know, because then he gets moved out. But other than that, I'm going to definitely play him until it's time to put him to sleep. And right now, there's a few, like I said, LeBlanc, I want to try her out. I mean, there was another one from set 2. Can't think of the name of it, but I definitely wanted to try them out. I think Aurelia was pretty dope, and I had both of the over numbers too, so that would have been cool. But even though I never use them, I always keep them in the case. Either way, but yeah, for set 3, I mean, Lilia, I definitely want to go. I was giving her, you know, some tries on TCG Arena, which I'm gonna start doing Rift Atlas as well afterwards. But yeah, I like her. You know, temporaries are dope, and you just run all. There's the gear that gives you the temporary. There's the 3 spells that gives you 1. There's the 3 runes that gives you 1. There's the 5 runes that gives you 2. So that's 6 with those. And then with the gear as well, that's 9 different ones. Then you got the Sprite Mother, which as soon as you summon her or bring her out, whichever spot, she gets a temporary right there. So that's another temporary plus a unit as well. Then you got the Sprite Queen that every turn, even when you bring her out, you get another one. So it's like, it's a lot of sprites, but that's kind of like the gauge that I'm going with my Victor and my LeBlanc, because they're both blue and yellow, so I can just swap the, you know, cards for both of them, just swap the legends out and go, you know, probably blue on both sides because I run heavy spells on both sides. But yeah, it's really nice. But I mean, we still got set 4, which they've done announcements. I don't like to look too far ahead because then I'm like not as excited, you know, because then I know it. But you know, there's people who obviously want to go to the regionals and go win. I want a medal card. I ain't paying $2,500 for it, but I want to go eventually. If they bring one to Dallas or another one to Houston, I'll drive to Houston. That's cool. I actually drove out for the one that they had in Houston, but never really looked at the time, didn't sign up, just kind of wanted to drive out there and go to the event and just, you know, kind of chill or whatever. By the time I got there, it was all over. I got there like Sunday night at like 12 at night. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, damn, well, there that goes. But either way, I may eventually go to one, but I ain't trying to win, or I mean, I want to win, but I don't care, nothing like that. Like, I like having fun. Like, if you ever go against me the Nexus night, I'm having fun. Like, I'm just playing the deck, you know, hoping my little tricks work, and, you know, just having fun, you know, going to show face and see people and really just have fun, you know, have fun while I play. Like, win or lose, it's just fun to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the people that have played against me at, you know, Nexus nights, whether in Mesquite, at Game Nerds, or Zenith and Plano, you know, or Common Grounds, afterwards, Dallas, like North Dallas or Uptown, whatever, or Medical District, yeah, it's pretty dope, you know, so I just be having fun. But for set 3, it's a lot of different things you can do in the set, and it's dope, honestly. There's a lot of, like, I play on TCG Arena the majority of the time because I don't just go out to many places because I be busy. And then the times is very specific for the times that I'm free and available. So either way, you know, be late night TCG, catch me on live, YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But what was I saying? Oh yeah, going against them on TCG Arena, like I've noticed a lot of people are definitely going for the whole Baron, you know, purple situation, which is cool. But for me, I'm never worried about how big the unit is or whatever. Now, if it says it can't be targeted by spells, that's cool. I got spells that don't necessarily say it's targeting it. You pick it. So either way, I'm never really worried about a big pool because I'm rocking units like recruits all day. They're ones. You think I'm scared? What? We got soldiers. We got numbers. It's crazy. And I don't even run Grand Stratagem, which is a Grand Stratagem. But, you know, it'd be like that though. But I be giving people that work. I used to run the Jace Vanguard Armory combo, but waiting, if you didn't get the Jace or the Vanguard Armory just right then and there, and you had to wait for it, it was like, how long until this, you know, pans out the way it needs to pan out. But either way, it was still, you know, still a good push because I ran hella kill spells, you know, so whether I get a recruit out this turn is never a discussion. I'm getting a recruit every turn, mandatory. But how much runes do I got left depends on the kill spell. Like if I'm gonna get a recruit, I'm gonna leave the rest for the kill spell. I'm gonna get a recruit, I'm gonna leave the rest for the kill spell. So it's like your turn, you pop all your runes in someone, I just kill it. My turn, I get another recruit. I already get a point. You know, so it's like boom, bang. And sometimes I'll use the battleground, the one with the get rid of 4 runes to get an extra point. Cause say I'm at 6 and I hold for 7, boom, 8, just like that, you know, or say I got that. Plus I got, what was it, the Renata Glass Blue, where I discard 4 more and get another point. So say I'm at 5, boom, going for 6, hold for 7, 8, or well, I could be at, how much, 4? Yeah, I could be at 4, move to base or battleground, that's 5. And then your go, you probably can't do nothing because I'm probably stacked as hell over there. Hold for 6, discard for 7, discard for 8. Like, what? So from 4 to 8, like that. You know, it's not hard. It's not hard for me to go from 0 to 4 and leave you on 0 at the beginning of the match. Like some people, even like the people who run Dazzling Aurora, where they gotta, you know, pay a lot, but then every turn they just pull until they get a big unit, which all they have is big units. So it's like, that's cool, but if all I got is kill spells and you bring out your unit and I hit and blade it, you already used all your runes for that. So you just killed it. Now, granted, you got the gear next turn after I go, and you can just have 4 runes. Yeah, that's cool. But I got another hit blade. I'd just rather give you 2 more cards because you can get that monster. I'm just gonna kill it. Like you don't have any counter spells. I'm just gonna kill it, like straight up. And then, even if you do have another, I got another hit blade. So it's like, boom, I'm gonna kill it either way. And even if you do bring it out, it's my turn. Call of the week, 2 recruits. Boom. Like, it's crazy. It's real crazy. Like, victor for the win at all times. But either way, though, it's like, it's a real fun matchup, like, with the TCG Arena new decks. One, because I don't look at them all, so I don't know what they do until I actually go against them and see what they do. And, you know, people be looking it up, which is good. They need to do that research because they probably really want to win. I'm having fun. You know, I'm watching a movie while getting it groovy, you know what I'm saying, sipping on a smoothie, you know what I'm saying, keeping it moving. Now I'm playing. But... It's real fun, you know, because you get to learn the different cards, and then it's like the cards that I usually play on TCG Arena or the deck that I make is usually the deck that I actually use at Nexus Nights. So if it goes right, it goes right, you know what I'm saying? If it goes right, it goes left, you know what I'm saying? But I like it though, you know. I kind of want to do like a little research and see far ahead to see what 4 and 5 got to offer. So when I do these, you know, episodes and videos, I can really give y'all some, you know, pointers. But I'm sure y'all have already looked it up, and if you did it, you know, there's probably way more information out there in depth of what you want to look up than what I'm going to look at, because I'm going to just find what I like, and then I'm going to tell you about what I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's other stuff that you can learn, but I mean, that's 4 and 5 either way, so that's far ahead. Not far, but you know what I'm saying? Either way. I just like to talk about things that I like about the Riftbound, you know what I'm saying? There's other things as well, you know, we'll get into that eventually, but I mean, I do something else. I bring something else to it. Like I said in the first episode, I do music, and I'm the first artist to make music solely based on Riftbound. So
Singularity, say today, had to pop the hidden blade, send him to the grave, no he won't be on display.
I'm like the first Riftbound artist, if you know what I'm saying. Riftbound, you know what I'm saying? Stackies on stackies, you know what I'm saying? But this is fun though, it's really fun. I definitely want to go to the regionals at some point, as I said before earlier, but like not until I really have a deck one that I believe in, and I won't go meta. Like I'm not gonna use the same decks that everybody else is using to get these wins. I'm using Victor, as I said. So if I can't get my Victor deck to go like 100-0 on TCG Arena, which isn't hard, because if I play TCG Arena, I probably play like 10 matches, 12 matches straight. I mean 20, 30, sometimes, I don't know, a lot, honestly. So in a few days, if I can go 5 days or a week straight without losing with the deck, that would be the one that I win with. But then that would mean that I tried every combo, everything, got the right pulls, and just seen it through. But it's got to be like when you build your deck, you got to put certain cards in it because you might not be going hard right now. But later on, you'll go harder and you can lock it down, you know? And I got to get the right combo ratio to drawing cards and the cards that I draw versus keep in my hand versus the runes that I, you know? So you don't want to discard too many runes or recycle them and then not be able to play spells. And he got a hella cards, or even if you got a few cards, we got hella room so he can do big moves and it's kind of keep you locked down. So, which as Victor, I gotta work on that, get me some of those seals in where it gives you the tap for the recycle room, which is needed because man, I'll be running them. But it's a really good combo, and I kind of been working with the draw as well. So I summon a unit, draw a card, unit dies, draw a card. So that, you know, keep more cards coming in, which is good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it's good to draw, but you also need better effects too. Like I said, I like kill spells. You know, so if I got a unit that'll do damage or a unit pop out and kill one of yours off the back, what? Like, that's nice, you know? Also, units that give you gears, units that give you the mana tokens or the rune tokens or whatever. You need those because it's like, boom, as soon as they pop up, you got one. And then I'm sure every turn you're going to use a spell the majority of the time that requires one to drop or recycle one rune. So when you do that and you just tap it, you good. So you keep stacking up. So earlier in the game, however long it take, what, 3, 5, 7, well, if you go first, let's say go first. So in 6 turns, you would have all the runes, 12 runes basically, unless you got other cards or effects that give you an extra rune. But either way, 6 turns, you got 12 runes. You could do a lot. You could do a big and a small. You could do 2 mediums. You could do a bunch of small, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you could do all kind of possible combinations with 12 runes. That's a lot. Plus the mana tokens too. That means you keep them, so next turn you can keep doing. That's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But hell, after that 6 turns, that's already. So if I get the right pull on the first turn, I can get 1 point, maybe 2, depending on how I do it. The second turn, I can get 2 for. Yeah, so by turn 3, I should already be 4 to 6 points usually. Damn, so 6 turns in, that's 3 more turns. I should be winning by then. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Come get this work with my Victor deck. Yeah, but these boxes, I've been seeing some crazy pulls, you know, and like I haven't started looking up the TCG value of them or anything like that, because I don't even think people, I mean, obviously they're selling them when they get them too, but like if they started putting, you know, value on the TCG trader app or just like general, you know, searches, I'm sure certain signatures are definitely in the thousands, you know, and certain are probably pushing 500 to mid thousand just because they're just not as used or not as liked. Like everybody wanted the what was it, Ari signature in set 2. I've seen them go for 5K. I've seen them go for 25 really easy. So, which is crazy. You go play your $10, $20 to play a Nexus night, pull a Ari in your pack, and now you're up 2,500 or 5,000 depending on the severity or the this guy really wants to drop this money 5. He really wants his card. What? That's crazy. Like, as I said in the last video, my first Nexus night at Common Grounds, or just, that was my first one in general. Boom, I go there, and I was playing the Jinx deck at first because I couldn't get any other deck because one, it was just Jinx, Victor, or Lee Sin, unless you got the Proving Grounds, which were all gone. And I didn't know too much about all of it anyway, but when I went to Common Grounds, I had just started back wanting to get into TCG since I played since I was like 13, you know, like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, like real tournaments and stuff. But this was early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, when I was doing it. But now that I'm coming back, I'm like, man, I'm getting to Magic at the Gathering or something. You check it out. And when I go there, I'm at Common Grounds and I'm looking at the wall with all the boxes you had, the different games and different TCGs everywhere. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was looking and I seen one and it said Jinx. And the one next to it said League Sin. I was like, looking like, that's crazy. I play this game called League of Legends and those are characters in the game. And as I'm looking, I'm like looking at it like, and this is all like 5 or 6 seconds. But for me, it's a long time of lapse. But you know what I'm saying? I was looking at it, I was like, man, and I asked the person working there, I was like, hey, is that League of Legends? So I was like, yeah, it's Riot's, or League of Legends new TCG, and it dropped on Halloween, which was for me like less than a week ago at the time. So I'm like, dang, let me get that. You know, they didn't have Victor. And I knew about Victor from that conversation. He was like, I was like, yeah, is there any other stuff? He's like, yeah, there's a Victor deck. Cause he was like, one's red and I think Jinx is red and purple. The other Lee Sin was green and orange. And I was like, and he was like, yeah, Victor's blue and yellow. I'm like, ooh, I love blue. That's my favorite color. So I was like, y'all got one of those? He's like, nah, they sold out quick. They were the best ones of the set. And I'm like, oh, off the back, I want that one now even more. Cause now it's the best one of the 3 basically. But you know, it's also what you can build. But nah, Jinx ain't rocking. I don't know. I've never seen the Jinx rock it. Jinx could never beat me. Like I've never heard of Jinx being the one either way, no matter what. But I say that to say, boom. So I wanted the Victor deck or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I got it like a week later. I think I got it from them a week later. I don't know, but I got it a week later. Probably at another spot actually. Oh, I went to Game Nerds, and I got it from Game Nerds. So that's a whole nother story. But boom. So I got the Victor deck. And I started, you know, going to Game Nerds and playing because I bought it from there. And they're like, yeah, we actually do Rift Night tonight. And I was like, boom, I'm down, you know. And ever since then, started, you know, building my Victor deck, blah, blah, blah. But I like the way his play style is. Like, some of the legends, you got to tap under certain conditions. Some of the legends might do da-da-da. Or you got to pay to use or da-da-da, or whatever. It's just crazy. I like his, you type it once, one room, got a whole unit, boom, ready to go. You know, he's not ready, but I mean, you could actually run on it. But either way, boom, you got a token ready to go, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy to work with that, like, because the thing with Riftbound, you only can get 2, well, now you can get more. But the point is, there's only 2 battering. Oh, shit, now there's 3. Either way, you know what I'm saying? It's not many points to go, you know, it's just not that at this point, a few turns you could win, you know, really like 4, I guess. Maybe the minimum is 3 to 5, I'll say, that you could really win. Especially if they're just drawing bad hands or don't know how to play. It's gonna be nasty. Hell, I've beat people in 4 or 5 turns. Now that I think about it on TCG Arena, just drawing the right cards and boom, they're doing what they're doing and I'm just holding it down, like down, you know what I'm saying? It just be like that, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I've been beat to the point where I DC'd, which is crazy for me because it's just a game. I'm not mad. I'm just like, damn, it's kind of hot. Gone. Don't even want to see the ending. Dunskies. But, you know, it's cool though, you know, because you learn like, oh damn, these are the decks I need to prepare for. My other problem is I don't run a side deck. Maybe because I'm lazy and just don't care to do it, but you need a side deck. Like, a lot of the legends you don't necessarily need like gear breakers, like going against, for example, the whole, now when people try to do the damn Baron Nashor with the battleground / Aurora in general, just dazzling Aurora, gear breaker. As soon as it come out, gear break it as soon as it come out. That will save you a headache. What would suck if he has another one, which they probably run 2 to 3, you know what I'm saying? Boom, he pops the other one. Gear breaker, because you got 3 of the ones that do temporary, so you could technically break them all with that. But then you got salvage. That's another 3. So that's 6 gears you can just break for sure. You know what I'm saying? But then you still got to deal with that monster though, for sure. Which you got color of the week, and you got ways to kill it. You know, and these are all literally 2 costs. He's paying all his runes. You're just paying 2. 2 for Hidden Blade, 2 for color of the week, 2 for the temporary. The other gear breaker salvage too, so it's not that bad. And then you still got all these other runes up, Hidden Blade, so you could kill it. You can knock it out with Victor. You know what I'm saying? And this is set 3, and Victor's still going hard. Nobody's won the main, but that'll be me at some point. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, I got to do it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, with the Victor deck, it's like, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? I like his style. But I did watch Arcane for the first time like 2 weeks ago, just back to back in 2 days, maybe 3. Really good, both seasons. There's a lot of things I was like, okay. Like they added some crazy stuff in there. I'll say, watch it for yourself, but it's really good either way. But where's season 3 for sure. But maybe they're dropping, because it's already set 3. I don't know. Either way, it's a great show. You should definitely watch it. And me, being that I played League of Legends since 2011, you know, I got a little tenured on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the OG because I forgot what year the game actually came out, but I might even played it when it first came out. I just don't know the account information, and the one I'm on now says 2011, so I don't know. Either way, but League of Legends is fun as hell too. So now they got the Wild Rift on your phone. Then they got the game called Mobile Legends. Same thing, just different characters, same setup, same point, just different characters basically. Which is weird because like either they copied League of Legends or League of Legends, or somebody made the game and League of Legends didn't want to buy it. I don't know. Either way, it's cool either way. But I mean, now a lot of games are played like that. Like there's the Pokemon Unite, which is the exact same thing as that, which is cool because I guess that's the way people are kind of going for it. You still get to play Pokemon you want, blah blah. It's actually fun as hell. You know what I'm saying? I play all kind of games on the phone. Really, for real, because it's easy to stream from the phone, easy to play, and just right there you got it. You can watch the movie and the thing at the same time. It's crazy. Back to Riftbound. Either way though, it's fun. You know, we're already on set 3, it just dropped. People are gonna start playing with it. I don't know what the value of things are gonna change into. Like certain cars obviously go up, certain cars go down. It's about the need of the card. Like, or do people use it? Like Kaiser's still expensive, and Time Warp's probably still expensive. Like, because I see people time warp people with like using Victor and use time warp, which is crazy because you get these extra points, which is cool. You know, it's a quick way to win, like quick. But yeah, time warp's good. But a lot of old cards still cost, and I know Ari's still gonna cost, and I don't even know what Ari does. I just know it looks a really pretty card. Like it's dope. Like kind of like my Victor over number. What? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, set 3 is cool, and there's a lot of new cards, new effects, like. Going up against certain cards, like the whole ambush thing is like, ugh. You know, there's this one, I think it's Rengar for sure, but there's another one, Vile something. It's a yellow. I keep forgetting to throw him in the deck, but this fool pops out, like, and his effect is crazy. So look him up. Just type in, go to units on League of or go to units on either Atlas or TCG Arena and type in VILE for Vile. I forgot the rest of it. It'll pop up and show you, or just Google Vile on set 3 Riftbound. It's a crazy good card. And it's a big one. It's not 12 or 10, but it's 8, so it's up there, you know what I'm saying? Really good card, so definitely good to run. But man, it's a lot of good stuff and combos. Hell, I've been getting that work, I ain't gonna lie. I had to put Victor down for a little bit and actually run with the new scheme with the new cards, because it's kind of OP. They got some crazy effects, and like the whole XP thing is like, ugh. Because now, like, Legends got more than one effect, and you don't really you don't lose nothing from using it. You gotta tap, yeah, but you're just getting these XP depending on the cards that you put in. Like Yi has crazy effects. A lot of people got crazy effects actually, but I don't know, you know. I might have to start using it, but I mean, right now I'm messing with LeBlanc and Lilia, so I'm good, you know. I'm gonna keep rolling with them, but you know, gotta try, you know, other decks. I went against somebody who's using red and something, and they had this combo going on me. I actually told them to email me the deck because it was giving me the work, and we went back to back matches, and I was like, how the heck am I not able to stop this guy? And it be like that. They are just OP, these new decks. So I get it. I got it. But boom, you know, so I would say get ready for set 3 because there's gonna be some crazy combos. And I'm glad they took out that Draven count the card, flip it, do all this extra random. Man, that shit was annoying. I ain't even gonna lie. I would just DC if you did more than 3 to 5 things and none of them was doing nothing. You were just flipping through cards. Yeah, nah, I'm gone because I ain't about to spend 30 minutes because you want to find what you really want to do from. I mean, yeah, it's a way to play, but goddamn, that's crazy. I ain't about to sit through all that. Now, if it's for that metal card at the regionals, yeah, let's get it. You know, I'm gonna let you do what you gotta do. But it's getting really fun though. I like the destination and where it's going. And a lot of the people, you know, that work for the places say that they didn't think it was gonna be as good as it is, and it's great, you know, and people are really digging it. So, man, I'm liking it too. Just getting back into TCG, meeting new people, having fun. Like,
It's the biggest Riftbound rapper. Victor signature unwrapping, over number stacking.
and like just really playing this Riftbound and building the new decks and like recording the content, meeting the new people. It's fun. And me being the first Riftbound artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cranking it up, honestly. Like,
Riftbound music. Riftbound music.
it's getting to the point where it's like I'm thinking about what's the next move and everything, because, you know, I already got the merch going, you know, first Riftbound artist. I'm about to drop the set 2 shirts pretty soon. And it's like, got the set, got the website, got the t-shirt merch, got to do the whole clothing line, you know, start throwing shows, performing my Riftbound music for all my fans, you know, as I, you know, acquire them like little gems over time and collect them in my bag like marbles and everything. But, man, it's going to be a fun ride because, you know, Riftbound just started in less than a year ago, Halloween, so maybe 6-7 months ago at this point, but just how far, you know, like Magic of the Gathering has been, I think, 15-20 years long, and it's still like heavy. Probably the biggest TCG community in general is Magic of the Gathering. Like, people got thousands of dollars in their decks. What? Which is cool, because I mean, if you ever need money, just wow. But like this, it's fun, you know, and it's like by set 7, 8, 9, which probably in a year or two at this point, because I think set 5 ends at the end of this year. And, you know, it's 5 sets a year. It's crazy. But either way, maybe it's 4. I don't know. But either way, by set 10, that'll be the end of next year, around there at least. And how far is it going to be then? Like, and, you know, are people still going to want to be collecting them as like they collect them? And the rarity of the old ones in set 1, which would be banned at that point, like, can you still use them? Are they still worth value? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe the whole thing switches up. Maybe it's kind of like Pokemon. It gets real like OG'd up, you know, and like a box from set 1 with the booster pack from set 1 with the Nexus Knight pack from set 1 would be like, you know, worth that rip, you know. So I don't know. It's fun though. Either way, whether it is or isn't, it's fun either way. So I think it's in a great direction that it's heading. I think a lot of people like the game. I think, you know, the community is very nice when newbies or new people come to, like, I was new at once, so everybody showed me. But, you know, it's a great community. People help each other out, you know, and the cards aren't that expensive. I mean, yeah, you can ball out and, you know, ball your deck out and get the signature and the over numbers and all the hollow foils for every card and every rune and every battleground. And yeah, it's cool. And dope sleeves, you know, all this cool stuff and little packs that have buffs and all kind of stuff. It's pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? But you're never just going to be like, well, you could go broke, you know, depending on who you are, you could go broke, because a lot of people have a lot of decks. I just rock one. I almost built the second, but I was like, it's not that deep, you know, it's not that serious. So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, it's like, it's fun. It's fun to get into it. It's fun to play. And like, I'm kind of excited for what set 4 going to bring, because if set 3 brought the experience, the ambush, the third battleground, random spells, random like mythical units that have crazy effects, it's like, man, what's set 4 gonna do? And the runes, like the hollow or the foil runes for set 1 is pretty cool. Set 2 is pretty cool. But set 3's runes, man, like I haven't really even seen the other colors, but for blue and yellow, man, that's crazy. Like, they're nice. As soon as they, you know, drop down to around $5 per one, go ahead and have to order me, you know what I'm saying, 12 and 12, all blue, all yellow, just because. But, you know, I like the direction it's going and everything. Like, they're going to do something crazy. And the hollows look so nice. Like, the signature, not the signature, but just the over numbers in general. Even the alt arts are dope, but, man, the cards look so nice. Like, it's dope for sure. Like, the Baron Nashor, look at that over number signature. Man, it's crazy. It's real crazy. I wonder how much that one goes for, too. I think I seen one for like 5K. I could be lying. Nah, I think I did see that, but that's crazy too. Hell, I do want a Victor metal card. Damn, even though they're gonna be going out at some point. Either way, it's still pretty cool to have, you know, having the metal card. Even though it just kind of looks like the regular one with metal. I don't know. Maybe it's gold or something. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely want the metal. And I don't know. The game is just fun. I think you should all check it out for sure. And if you want to, you know, get that work on TCG Arena, definitely hit me up. or Rift Atlas, whichever you use. I got a deck on both sides, so we good at this point. You know what I'm saying? And if you want that League of Legends, hit me up as well, because I be on the Wild Rift and the Mobile Legends and on the computer, so you're going to definitely get this work for sure. It's your boy Big Al, another episode of Riftbound TV.